Hello guys, welcome to SS Multimedia. This is Arjun Kokona. Today we will be learning about using rounding to estimate. Our objective will be understanding how to use rounding to estimate. Why don't we start off with these two rounding warm-up questions? So let's start off with the first one. Round 1903 to the nearest hundred. So now, what we're going to do here is that we're going to take a look at the number in tens place. So the number here in tens place is 0. So if the number in tens place is equal or more than 5, then it's going to be the next 100. So the next 100 for 900 would be 1,000. So for 1,903, it would be 2,000. So our answer here, because it's not more than 5, is going to be 1,900. Now let's take a look at this one. We're rounding to the nearest 10. So we need to take a look at this one. Again, if it's more or equal to 5, then it's going to be the next 10th this time, not next 100. So this one would be, because it's more than 5, it would be 107. Did you get the right answers? Comment it down below. Now, let's start off with the lesson. First, I'll start off with showing you some problems. So, our first question is 7 times 175. So, first, what we're going to do is round 175 to its nearest 100. So, let's take a look at this number. It is more than 5. What does that mean? It's going to be rounding to the next hundreds. So this would be 200. Now, this is much easier. 7 times 200. All you're going to do is 7 times 2, which is, I'm pretty sure all of us know, it's 14. And then we're going to add 2 zeros. That is 1,400. Approximately, obviously. Let's go back here. Equals about 400. Oh wait, no, 1,400. Okay. Now, let's try the next question. 5 times 93. So now, we're going to round 93 to its nearest 10th because its first digit is in tens place. So, what we're going to do here is now take a look at the ones place number. It's 3. That means it's less than 5. So, that means our answer is going to be, well, our rounding answer is going to be 5 times 90. So now, we're going to do the same thing again. What's 5 times 9? Well, 5 times 9 is 45. 45, so what we're going to do is add a 45 right there. Now, we're going to bring the 0 down. So, bring that right here. There's a 0. So our answer is 450. Let's go back here. It equals about 450. So if you guys don't know how to do numbers with zeros, so like what we do for these kind of questions is we multiply it with the first number, or if there's like, let's say there's 25 here, then we're going to multiply it by 25 and then add the zeros. So let me just give you an example just in case you guys haven't seen our lesson for that. So let's say we have 5 times 20. What we're going to do is do 5 times 2, so 10, and then add a 0, because we have a 0 left there. That's all we do for these kind of questions. So now let's move on back to our lesson. 8 times 42. So let's go back here. And now what we're going to do is 8 times, now we have to round this. Because it's in tens place, we need to round it to the nearest tenth. So let's take a look at the ones place number. It's a 2, so it's less than 5. That means our rounding number is going to be 40. So now, again, to do 8 times 40, we need to multiply 8 by 4. So pretty sure all of us know that 8 times 4 is 32. So we're going to add 32 right here, and then we're going to bring the 0 down. So our answer here, 320. Let's go back here. Equals about 320. Now let's do our final problem. 9 times 192. So now it's in our first digit is in hundreds place. It's supposed to be H. Okay, so what we're going to do is round it to the nearest hundreds. So let's take a look at this number, the tens place. So we have a 9. That means it's more than 5. So our answer, or rounding number, is going to be 200. So now we're going to do 9 times 2, which is 18, then add 2 zeros. So 1, 2. Our answer here is 1,800. Let's go back here. Equals about 1,800. Okay. Now that I showed you some problems, why don't you guys try these on your own? Pause this video and take your time. Did you get a solution? Well, now let's see if it's right. Now let's start with the first one. So our question is 4 times 112. So we have to round 112. So now it's in hundreds place, so we need to round it to nearest hundreds. Let's take a look at this number. It's 1. Our tens place number is 1. So what we're going to do is 4 times, because it's less than 5, it's going to round to the lower hundreds place. So it's going to be 100. So now all of us know that 4 times 100 equals 400. Okay, now let's go back here. Say equals about 400. Now let's do the next question. Question here is 6 times 279. So now we know that this is in hundreds place, so let's take a look at this number. Because it's higher than 5, it's a 7, so it's going to round to 300. So 6 times 300. Now, what you're going to do is do 6 times 3, like before again. So 6 times 3 is 18, and then add 2 zeros. My answer here is 1800. Let's go back here. Equals about 1,800. Let's try the third question. 3 times 26. So 3 times, what is 26 going to round to? Well, that's easy. It's closest to 30. Or if it's not that easy for you, then take a look at the number in ones place. Because this is in tens place, we're going to have to round it to the nearest tens. So 6 is higher than 5, so it's going to become 30. Or we're going to round it to 30. So now you know that 3 times 3 is 9. And that is 0. So our answer here is 90. So let's go back here. Equals about 90. Now let's try the final problem. 4 times 99. Well, 99 easily rounds to 100. Because it's 99. It's only one less than 100. So it's going to round to 100. You can round it to the nearest hundreds or even the nearest tenths. It's still going to be 100. So now 4 times 100. 4 times 1 is 4. And we're going to add 2 zeros. Our answer is 400. Even our first one is 400. So equals about 400. How many did you get right? Comment it down below in the comment section. Did you get all of them? Well, good job. Keep trying these problems, and then you'll perfect them. Thank you so much for watching this video.
This video helped you out. Please like and share, and please subscribe to our channel.